Hey guys, right in here and welcome to a video I was really hoping I wasn't going to have to make. Earlier this morning, Chunsoft released some information stating that screenshots and broadcast or streams will all be prohibited past the first class trial, meaning that I cannot do the LP immediately. And this is very confusing because other YouTubers, such as the one you guys all compare me to, Nico B, regardless of me not even knowing who he was till a few months ago, have gotten early copies of the game from Chunsoft, which obviously I have not because we are not large enough. And they don't really know what's going on either because they have been told the same thing, but they don't know if it's just up until the game releases or if it's later. More likely than not, it is later, and we are going to have to wait a few months, just like Atlas did with Persona 5, to keep spoilers away, and I will not be able to do the LP for a while. And normally, if it was like Persona 5, I could go, hey, you know what? I can just play it slowly until the review embargo goes off, and then I'll hit that point, but that's impossible. Because a class trial, especially the first one apparently, only takes about 4 to 5 hours. That's only about 4 episodes in my case, meaning I do 4 episodes, then I'd have to wait months and months and months until I could hit the next one, which would be absolutely ridiculous, and I think that I'm not gonna do that. Now, do take note, apparently this has been done more on the Japanese side of the team. I think the localization team are kind of pushing for it to be allowed, but I don't think the Japanese development team is really into that, seeing as how it's understandable they put so much work into the game, they don't want it to be spoiled, they want it to sell well, such and such, and they're not really accustomed to the whole culture of LPing in general, especially since LPing in the first place is a large moral gray area, and it's really disappointing, but we're just gonna have to move on since that's most likely going to be the case. Now, do I blame them for, or do I find this unfair in ways? No, this is completely within their right. They can do whatever they wish with the game. They made it, they can choose if it can be streamed or not. Do I think it's reasonable? Also, no, I don't. The idea of keeping spoilers away from something by muting people's voices almost, I want to say, I find it a little ridiculous. Because there are 2 reasons for that. One, the game came out in Japan nearly 9 months ago, and it's been hard to avoid spoilers from the people who have played it over here. The main reason why is because people who have played the game over in Japan look at that and go like, ooh, this is my chance to spoil the game for everyone, and they go and they try to spoil it early. That was the time for spoilers, and it was very hard to avoid it back then. It's still very hard to avoid spoilers now. When the game comes out, it's going to be less so because the game's going to be in English, a ton of people are already going to know, and I don't really find a point in it. If they really wanted to avoid spoilers that badly, they could have gone for a global release, which I know does cause some development and money problems, so it's really not a viable solution in the end. I've heard that it could be a publicity stunt also to get the same kind of attention Atlas did, and I don't really think that. I'm not a very skeptical person, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that this is like straight from the heart and this is their viewpoint and that's what they want. I don't really think it's gonna keep spoilers away, and I can't really see it doing much as a whole. There was a problem, which we still run into, where people will put giant spoilers in the thumbnails of their videos, and why would you do that? Seriously, you're kind of like besmirching the name of the rest of us. Why would you ever do that? Even if your video is called All Executions or The Real Killer or whatnot, don't just like post a picture of their face as the thumbnail. Seriously, it's not that hard to understand. Anyways, I don't know what I'm gonna do until then. I did have an idea for a game. It's a somewhat old one, and I've had it in my drawer forever. It's really short, and I may play that, or I may just marathon Berseria, which I don't think is an issue, seeing as most of you guys are absolutely in love with the Berseria series that I'm doing, and I'm glad, because I'm definitely enjoying it too. It's just a disappointing thing that I'm gonna have to throw another game which I feel could really make this channel pop and grow this community further, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's going to be thrown in the same bucket as, whoops, I just dropped my car keys, as Shadows of Valentia, which is still sitting on the shelf behind me and I have not played, and that's for a completely different reason. But yeah, it sucks. It's disappointing, and I really wanted to play the game. I still will. It'll just be sometime in the future. So anyways, sorry for you guys who are super excited for that. There's nothing I can do. It's not risk losing my channel or getting strikes on my channel just because I want to do a video game. But thank you guys for supporting me, and I hope you support me on whatever I release after this, which I honestly have no idea what that'll be. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Right now.